As the world opens up, one's own culture becomes all the more significant. The taste of food is a critical part of one's culture. There are some people who are taking the spirit of taste created by our ancestors' generosity and care for each other and are moving forward. People challenging the world with taste. Nobu Company Limited. In May 1987, a small restaurant, only 20 square meters in size, 놀부보쌈 took its first step into the world. The small restaurant launched with a modest wish to succeed with only the best taste and service. It was the start of 놀부, now dominating the Korean franchise industry. 놀부, which has continuously grown after its launch, has set new standards in the Korean food industry by establishing its central kitchen factory at Umsong, by launching overseas outlets, and by being awarded the grand prize of the Korean Franchise Association. 놀부 has always searched for new tastes and delivered them to our customers with outstanding service. We have come far and achieved much. However, we can never cease in our efforts to improve to reach an even higher level. 놀부 is doing its best to satisfy people all over the world with our own unique taste. 놀bu, which has always been with you, is writing the history of the new century with the support and love of our customers. The most important factors in the growth of 놀bu were the continuous research into new tastes and the development of new menus. These are the most basic conditions for the survival and success of 놀bu. From the birth of 놀bu to date, there have been 놀bu people who have never stopped making efforts to create new tastes. The founders of 놀bu Restaurant, Mr. Jin Kwan-ho and Mrs. Soon Jin Kim, have been carrying out analysis and research on Korean tastes with the same enthusiasm they had when they had launched their first small restaurant. Even today, after they have accomplished great success with 300-odd restaurants at home and abroad, annual revenues of 45 billion won and more than 400 employees, they have not relented. We can easily gauge 놀부's commitment to taste by observing the importance 놀부 places on its Umsong plant. The Umsong plant has an area of 25,000 square feet and was constructed in 1991 on 72,000 square feet of land. The Umsong plant was built with the firm belief that the whole food-making process, from purchasing food materials to cooking, must be systematized in order to maintain consistency of taste. The plant where the whole process from purchasing food materials to producing final products takes place is well controlled with stringent standards. The standardization of the Umsong plant is the reason why customers can enjoy the same taste in any 놀부 restaurant. Centrally controlled food materials distribution, recipes, cooking processes, and scientific standardized systems are all behind the success of 놀bu. These were possible since 놀부 has grasped the importance of innovation. 놀bu's spirit of innovation has allowed it to take the lead in securing the competitiveness of Korean food. The basic attitude of 놀bu people towards customers is one of sincerity. When we talk of generosity, it is not limited to the amount of food. With a generous smile, we strive to create an atmosphere that makes newcomers want to come back. Not only a table full of side dishes, but also smiling faces. 놀bu wants to take care of even the smallest dissatisfaction and strives from the bottom of the heart to provide customers with a cleaner environment and more attractive menus. 놀bu is not only thinking, but is also taking action. We keep our customers' trust by pledging very delicious, very clean, and very kind. 놀부 sincerely cherishes making customers feel satisfied, not to mention providing tasty food. 놀부 provides customers with a cozier and more amicable mood than other restaurants. Not only its menus and service, but also its unique mood. No one can imitate 놀부. 놀bu is not only selling food, but also bringing back Korea's tradition and culture. 놀bu is adding a traditional touch to all corners of its restaurants with Korean traditional interiors, artworks, and artifacts. We're doing this because we think it is what 놀bu has to do as a Korean food culture leader, competing with international franchise companies. The belief that the most international thing is the most Korean thing is realized at 놀bu. 놀bu emphasizes the diversity of outlets rather than the number of outlets. So far, 놀bu has developed many new items with a unique taste, such as Sodukgung Samgyeopsal, 놀부 Galbi, and 놀bu Sigol Sanjari, to name just a few. 놀bu's restaurants are not all the same. 놀bu is opening specialized restaurants with a unique taste that only 놀bu can provide. 놀bu has also launched its outlets overseas in Malaysia and LA. 놀bu, with a great success in the overseas market, now represents the future of the Korean franchising industry. 놀bu's specialized restaurants offer a unique taste and the best service to customers and a prosperous future to restaurant owners. The future of the Korean food industry is in the hands of 놀bu. 놀bu thinks the love of its customers has made it the success it is. Therefore, it has been trying to return some of its profits to society. 놀bu has continuously supported and given patronage to orphanages, welfare organizations for senior citizens, and for disabled children, including the Sotae Literature Association for the past 3 years. Scholarship programs through our annual contest calling for papers on the franchising food industry have been conducted for the future, when Korea takes the lead in the franchising food industry with the support and participation of all 놀bu family members. This is 놀bu's heart and inner strength. Ambitious 놀bu people. They are the ones who preserve and develop our taste and pursue 놀bu's goals with affection towards customers and neighbors. 놀bu Company Limited, which has grown to become the leader of the Korean franchising industry, is preserving and developing Korean food culture and promises to make yet another great leap forward towards the rest of the world as it faces the new century.